Seeing the Xbox 360 start up makes me think about a lot of things, and one of those things is Black Ops 2. And do you ever just go back and think about how Black Ops 2 wasn't just a game, but it was a whole era? It wasn't just called COD 2012 like we identify most COD games nowadays, but it was literally a lifestyle. The Xbox Live parties, the lobbies, the custom emblems, the YouTube montages, the DLC camos, and the overall late night grinding with your friends. And when you think about that whole side of multiplayer culture nowadays, it has completely vanished. So today, for this video, we're going to go back and we're going to remember Black Ops 2's lost multiplayer culture. The stuff that made this game feel like its own universe. Not just the gameplay, but the entire ecosystem surrounding it. Before Discord and before skill-based matchmaking was a thing and even crossplay, there was only one thing, and that thing was Xbox Live. And man, those Black Ops 2 Xbox Live days were special. You'd turn on your 360 and hear that warm intro, and then see your avatar staring at you, disappointed or sleeping, and then immediately check who was online. And the first thing you would do without hesitation is invite your friend or join them immediately without even asking. That was the whole routine. Then the lobbies themselves were an entire social world. You had the guy blasting music through his Kinect mic.
Wait for it. Yes! No!
You had the kid that was always talking shit no matter what.
Shut up, bitch! That's why you walk in the Connect.
Shut the fuck up, you little fuck!
Yo, pussy ass Connect. You can't afford your mic, you broke fucking bum.
And then you had the squeaker who swore he was gonna 1v1 you on Nuketown and beat you.
Flag switch. He has a flag switch, dude.
Wait, dude, I'm 3-bar and he does.
No way.
Wait, what the? Are you serious? Oh, you don't play like that. You're not gonna go legit? Seriously? You're not
He's
gonna go
never
legit?
gonna get in the phase. He's never ever gonna get in the phase, dude. This kid's bad.
But all these legendary moments is what solidified Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for its social aspect. I mean, even though it may be toxic at times, all about entertainment. As usually things aren't just personal, it's just classic gaming trash talk. And even at times you'd hear full arguments about certain things about the game, like snipers versus assault rifles and someone telling you to stop using the target finder.
Here is my suggestion. Put fucking cold-blooded on, you fucking idiot!
These lobbies had personality to them. They were messy, chaotic, but what's important is that they felt more alive, something that modern gaming doesn't have anymore, especially in the newer Call of Duty titles. But what did also feel alive during that time was YouTube, and Black Ops 2 was built for YouTube. I mean, this era had FaZe trickshotting montages, Obey and sword recruitment challenges, Nate Shot's Road to Master Division, T Martin's tutorials, even Aliyah's Let's Plays, and of course Jev raging. And you also had the videos like how to quickscope like a pro, and those kids who made clan recruitment videos.
I want to get in a group, all you PSN users and my subs, and kind of make us mini clan. You can, if you want to.
But during that time, a lot of us had a similar dream, and that was to join FaZe. And it went in 4 simple ways. Become a sniper god, get into a montage, hit crazy shots, and then join FaZe. And when you really think about it, you weren't just playing Black Ops 2, you were trying to build a career on your mom's laptop with Windows Movie Maker. You can't forget to mention also those Call of Duty Black Ops 2 voiceover trolling videos.
John Cena has got a wiener. That's what I wanted to say.
That's right, funny that, pal.
Now let's talk about one of the biggest pieces of Black Ops 2 culture, and that's trickshotting and sniping.
Hey, Mark. Yep, nope.
Oh my god, Mile, you called it! You called it! Yeah.
Okay, you're cool, please.
Oh my god, I had a 3-piece! I had a fucking 3-piece!
Black Ops 2 trickshotting was basically like a religion. Everyone knows the spots on every map, you don't kill last on free-for-all, and most importantly, It's the golden rule to always respect the trick shotter while he's going for his shots. Now, if you guys want to know more about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 trickshotting, I would recommend you go and watch Gamerman Adam's video on the history of Black Ops 2 trickshotting. He basically explains the entirety of the Black Ops 2 trickshotting history, and I could not recommend that video enough, and I will link it in the description below for you guys to watch. But to summarize basically what Black Ops 2 trickshotting was, it was a way to hit a no-scope with the sniper while you're spinning and switching to different guns and equipment. I mean, everyone knew the spots on every map. I mean, Turbine, you had the broken down windmill that people would jump off of. You had Yemen with the middle area of the map where it was just a giant pit. You had Raid for its windows and also the palm tree. And also studio/firing range, you had the giant tower that people would camp on. And most importantly, and personally my favorite, you had Carrier where you'd just jump off of anywhere. And when you would hit a trick shot, the entire lobby would explode, just like you defused a bomb the last second. It was pure hype, pure adrenaline, and a pure community. And it's what made Call of Duty Black Ops 2 even more popular. Thanks to FaZe Clan, Red Reserve, Soar, Obey, Dare Rising, Era, Darth, L7, Genesis, and probably so many other more that I didn't mention, turning Black Ops 2 into a golden age of sniping montages and clan recruitment challenges. Hitting a shot on Black Ops 2 wasn't just about gameplay, it was a cultural moment. A moment for you to show who you are and show your skills, and you could potentially start a career from it. If the right people were in the right lobby and saw you hitting a crazy shot, you might get a message to join one of these clans that I mentioned. If you're like me and you weren't that good, then a lot of the times you'd start a little organization or clan with your friends at the age of 12 years old. And I mean, you had those tryouts on Nuketown 1v1, see who can, if you beat the leader of the group, then you would get into the clan. If not, you would have to do a retryout. And everyone had their own role. The leader, the editor, the trick shotter recruiter, the quickscoper, the logo designer. But honestly, we were 12 years old, and 90% of us, well, we were all of those. And there was probably never a design or editing that needed to be. It was probably a 1 week phase, and that was it. And then you of course had the dude who was permanently trying out because he wasn't good enough. The whole point is clan tags meant a thing back then. If you go on Call of Duty now, clan tags aren't even a thing that really matters. But this is something that we cared about, something that mattered to us back then, and that was a 4-lettered word, clan. When you look at all those popular clans back in the day, they all have something in common, and most of them don't exceed over 4 letters. And that's because they followed the principle of the amount of words that you can have in a clan tag on Call of Duty. And it goes to show that those started within the games themselves. But before Fortnite, before the $30 bundles, and before Counter-Strike skins, the DLC camos in Black Ops 2 were the first true cosmetic flexing era. This stuff was iconic, and the best part, they weren't even pay to win, they were just pure personality. And you join someone and see someone running a bacon camo with the AN94, you would know that they meant business, and they were serious, and they were chaotic. Same with the Cyborg for some reason. But if you saw someone with diamond snipers, then you know that he was him. And I mean, DLC camos made people unique, and it made the game creative. Because once you had a camo that you felt that was comfortable to your liking, that would be your camo. That is something that you'd always put on. And I had a lot of the Black Ops 2 camos when I used to play, and I always find myself using a lot of the same ones. And what's really unique about them too is that they were only $2, and compared to the prices today to get a camo. Even though some of them were goofy or wacky, they still fit the Black Ops 2 narrative. They weren't too much, but it wasn't too little. Of course, you had some camos that weren't that pleasant to use, like the Jungle Warfare camo pack, or the Coyote pack, and even the Viper pack, but these were still used by a large amount of people as they felt it was part of their identity and a part of who they were on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It was their camo and they rolled with it all the way through. Now, one of the most iconic things that was in Black Ops 1 but made a return and peaked mainstream were emblems, as there was more opportunities and more options for you to create different types of expressions and masterpieces. And the common ones we'd see were the FaZe logos, anime characters, memes, SpongeBob, optical illusions, Master Chief, and even questionable masterpieces that would get this video taken down if I were to show it. And there's thousands of videos of tutorials on how to do different ones. Your emblem and calling card weren't just cosmetics, they were part of your identity, the whole brand, your whole vibe. It was you. I remember it took me hours to figure out how to do the FaZe logo, and when I realized there was videos out there on YouTube, I remember being so happy, and I made so many different emblems. And speaking about identity, you remember when I mentioned the avatar? Those were tied to the gameplay as well. You'd go on the marketplace for your avatar and you'd see all the official Black Ops 2 avatar items, the t-shirts, the tactical outfits, the zombie outfits, even props like the ARG or assault shield. And buying one was basically a way for you to flex that you were in it to win it with the game. You instantly knew someone was deep into the game when they would have one of these items. And it was part of that identity that you could show off. And this just brings me back to the main point about the social aspect of the culture. Because for a lot of people, your Xbox avatar was basically your first online identity. But Black Ops 2's culture worked because of the community-made rules, like I mentioned before. There was no skill-based matchmaking, no skill ranking anxiety, no crossplay across other platforms, just people playing for fun. Everyone had their lane. You were either a trickshotter, a pub stomper, a zombie player, camo grinder, emblem artist, a clan kid, a competitive ranked player, or the random guy who uses LMGs with a target finder scope. And the chaos of the different playstyles made Black Ops 2 feel alive, because once you picked one of those things from that category, that was you. And once you picked your lane, that was your lane. Once you decide to main those SMGs or assault rifles or shotgun, that was going to be you for the entirety of the Black Ops 2 cycle. But in today's Call of Duty, everyone plays with everything. You don't really have an identity other than grinding for just camos and XP, and that's what Call of Duty is today. Community golden rule, like mentioned before, the free-for-all don't kill last. None of this exists in today's Call of Duty. But why is this culture even gone? Well, if we start with skill-based matchmaking, we know with the release of Black Ops 7, they've kind of dimmed that down a bit, which is, I guess, a positive step in the right direction, but that still doesn't change the fact that for years now, we've dealt with skill-based matchmaking issues where you'd play a game, you'd do really good, next thing you know, you're in a lobby with people that made it to the Call of Duty champs. Nowadays, the cheapest thing you'll find on Call of Duty are battle passes, which include skins that aren't really that nice looking, and it's not just camos, it's all blueprints and random character skins that you might not even use. But with battle passes comes these seasonal changes. Since Call of Duty goes through these battle pass phases just like Fortnite, the game every few months changes its theme and its storyline, making the game sort of lose its identity. A really good example I look back on was Black Ops 4, when one of the seasons was a superhero theme, which not want to even touch the game anymore. Lobbies are also less social, and I mean that makes sense as there's now restrictions in game chat where you can't say too many things before maybe losing your account or getting banned. And being reported a few times will get you banned, even if it's for the wrong reasons. Crossplay randomization is also a key factor, as nowadays if you're someone that plays on Xbox or PlayStation, you may be put into a game where you're up against someone on PC, which we all know how PC players are, which that includes me, which is extra sweaty than console players at times. And also no emblem editors, losing a bit of that identity, and no theater mode culture anymore. And also the lack of motivation to collect calling cards. And also the lack of unique camos that could be used on any guns. Now of course you could level up weapons and unlock universal camos, but it's not the same as it was before, where now you have to play with a gun that you absolutely do not want to unlock the specific pink bland color. And so with all of these things combined, today's Call of Duty tries to be consistent with retention, but Black Ops 2 was just designed to be fun. It wasn't designed to have oversaturated items or character skins, it was just pure fun. The culture died because gaming changed. Social spaces changed, YouTube shifted, and people simply just grew up. But the memories and the late night playing Black Ops 2, well, those will never fade. And Black Ops 2 wasn't just about guns and maps, it was about community, identity, and expression. It was about hanging out with your friends every night on Xbox Live, grinding for camos you were proud of, and hitting trick shots that nobody believed unless you had video footage of it, but no one had an Elgato back then when they were 12 years old. And being part of a culture where it was alive and well and had identity, and being part of that culture is why people love Black Ops 2 so much. Not just as a good game, but as a time in our lives we'll never get back. But we can still honor it. And this was remembering Black Ops 2's lost multiplayer culture. If you lived it, you already know it. And if you didn't, well now you know what you've missed. Either way, I hope you guys did enjoy, and it's been Fellow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, just remember to stay smart.